Ekigambo Buganda kitegeeza ki? What does the word Buganda mean? I want to teach those people, those old people, especially the Chief Justice. Omuntu gwenda badenda ba abantu bitwalitwala okubanga basoma ebitabo. Sometimes bitwatwala okuba nze nalindo ozedde omuntu afuna education afune ekyo afuna okulabikirwa okwenjawulo. Naye abantu gibakomye okusoma ku mulembe gwa Museveni abantu abakulu gye bakomye n'okwawukana n'entegeera yaabwe oba n'okumanya kwabwe. They have kugamba okumanya kwabwe kubavudde kubagenda ne basoma tu omuntu Chief Justice asobola okuyimirira ene Buganda. Amagezi go ne gakugamba nti Owiny Dollo magezi go, your brain is telling you that Buganda seems to be the issue why Oulanyah died. Oulanyah didn't die because of Uganda. And you come out with all sorts of lies. You're tenting the king. Not kusiga kabaka ekifaananyi. Nti when our king was sick, he was chartered on a plane, a private plane, to be taken to Germany for treatment. Let me remind you, we live in an era of technology where the camera is providing evidence beyond reasonable doubt. Kabaka traveled on KLM. Kabaka was very sick. Some of us had to raise our voices. Kabaka, he was seriously sick. I was one of those people that came out and actually said, you know what? If there's something has to be done, it's Baganda have to help our king. If our king is actually alive, Kabaka waffe tumwagala era nga tukyamwagala. Tujja kwenyumiriza mu ggwanga lyaffe Buganda ebbanga lyonna. Ebbanga lyonna. Nga sinagenda kagero kebuka mu nsimbi. Omusajja ono Owiny Dollo yavuddeyo mu lumbe n'agamba nti kabaka waffe bwe yalwala bamutransporting ne bamutwala e Germany ku private plane eya president, which was a lie. Kabaka traveled by KLM. Ebifaananyi byafuluma. The badge of the plane was actually in the pictures. Omuntu yakuba ekifaananyi ekyo ya making sure nti kabaka ekifaananyi KLM baagikuba ne eraga bulungi nnyo, the Dutch airline yamutwala fena twakiraba, which is okay, which was done. But this man comes out simply because he's now falling into a trap ya Museveni. This is where Museveni wants the country. Museveni ayagala ensi okufuga ensi nga abantu betodde tutudde nga tubyogera. It is not a secret. Kiyamba Museveni, it's in Museveni's benefit to use people like Owiny Dollo okuteekawo divisions okuba nti Baganda will now start okulwanagana n'abacholi. But it's not going to happen because we have so many of our Choli brothers. We have married them, they've married our sisters, we've gone to the same schools as them. But people like Owiny Dollo who have not done anything for their people, who have nothing to tell their people, when they get opportunity to speak to the people, they seem to think that Baganda have been a wicked people who are contributing to the death of Oulanyah. When people stood up, and they showed up in Seattle with placards, they were not saying that Oulanyah shouldn't get treatment. The message was, and I'll repeat the message again, the message was, why do you have to bring sick people? Yet Oulanyah comes from an area. Oulanyah has influence. You as a Chief Justice of wherever you come from, I don't know where you come from. Why can't we do the same and invest this money in a hospital in our areas where we come from? That was the message. You failed to get the message of Owiny Dollo. We have spoken about this over and over again. No one can stop anyone from getting treatment anywhere. Oulanyah, rest in peace. But Chabuswavu Lukodo, a minister in Uganda, is still in a box. Achalimo box takomezebwanga wo Uganda. In a box. So many of these big men have been dying abroad. But we've had a regime of 40 years. You come from the north. You are in big places. Why can't you come up with money and construct hospitals in these places? That now becomes a Buganda problem. We become very wicked. And you are speaking about this in Uganda. Talking about our king in Uganda. My friend, let me remind you, Mr. Owiny Dollo. Whether you're the Chief Justice, you are the worst Chief Justice Uganda's had. I tell you why. Because you have nothing else to tell your people. You can only use what has been told or what you think needs to appease your people. But the question is, Mr. Owiny Dollo, what have you done for your people? What have you done for your people? You are a Chief Justice of Uganda. Your women from where you come from Acholi sub-region, have to be ridden on bikes to be taken to a health center to give birth. Baino kubavuga ku bugaali okubatwala abakazi mu north twakiraba during Bobby Wine's campaign campaign ya presidential campaign. People abantu mu north bali bubi nnyo. You've had a war which was waged on you by the NRM government. So many of your brothers were killed. Connie came out on record and said, why would I kill my brothers? Who do you think was killing these people, Owiny Dollo? Were Baganda killing your brothers and sisters? No, it was not Baganda killing you. It was the government that you're working for. It was the government that you're working for. It was not Baganda. We can never apologize. It's Baganda. Owiny Dollo, we can never apologize for being Baganda. Just like you cannot apologize for being a Lugbar or for being an Acholi. We can never. Baganda are very proud. Baganda, we are very rich. Baganda, we are very clever. And Baganda, God has gifted us as Yatute Kamuchibondo. We are the pillar that holds the country. If you do not have a Baganda support, you will not survive as a government. Trust me. The record never lies. Whichever government has come in power, which has lost the support of Baganda, has lost power. Whenever we talk about that we are Baganda, we become tribalistic. Somehow when people from Acholi speak about proudly to be Acholi, as Acholis we are going to do this, it is not tribalism. But the problem is not the indigenous Acholi people. It is not. It is the leaders who have done it on purpose, not to serve their people. And they have absolutely nothing to tell their people. Who come on camera, who gather on these videos and start telling their fellow Acholi people, abantu bamu Acholi, okutandika okubagamba, bimubagamba. But it has absolutely nothing to do with Baganda. You even come out and tell a blatant lie that a Uganda king was put on a private charter. How come you never saw these demonstrations? Baganda people, not even just Baganda, Uganda as a whole country, have been talking about, have been demonstrating tubadde tukyogera lwatu nga twekalakasa nga tugamba for the last 35 years. If the NRM government cannot provide a better health system, why should we trust a system like that to keep our country going forward? No one was stopping Oulanyah from getting treatment. No one. Absolutely no one was stopping Oulanyah. No. But the message was, what is done in America, in Seattle, that cannot be done in northern Uganda, that cannot be done in western Uganda? That cannot be done in western Uganda. What is done? You have chosen leaders, Acholi people, you have chosen leaders who are useless. This is a chief justice who is blatantly, under the guise of the camera, telling a lie about a Uganda king, that the king of Uganda, when he got sick, he was chartered. He was never chartered by a private plane, by a presidential plane, to go to Germany to seek treatment. The king of Uganda can afford a private plane. We can afford to buy our king a plane. As Uganda, we can afford it. We have the money. We don't even steal the money. Wherever we are, we work and we love our king dearly. And we can never apologize to being who we are. Never. We shall never. And we shall never ever apologize. We have nothing against Acholi people. But what we have, the problem we have is the leaders who have actually are playing into Museveni's cards. Because this is what Museveni's cards, this is what Museveni exactly wants. And that is exactly what Mwanga said. Mwanga said by the time Museveni leaves, Museveni will leave a very divided country. And this is what we're finding now. Uganda right now, Baganda are not very happy. It is absolutely true. Baganda are not very happy. We are not very happy. Being the kingmakers, we are not happy about what is happening. We are not. Don't think that Baganda keeping quiet, it actually makes things okay. Otyanga nnyo omuntu gwonyiza n'asigala nga asirisa, omutyanga nnyo. Omutya. The record is there. The king was never chartered by a private plane to go to Germany to seek treatment. He was taken by KLM. And it's Mengo that actually paid for the bills of the Kabaka to go to seek treatment. The Kabaka is very rich, does not need money from the central government. He doesn't. Baganda, we are very proud. We can do anything for our king. We can give him land. He can give us land. He can give us anything. We are very proud and we love our king. No matter what. And Museveni knows that. But Museveni, this is Museveni's card of division. You divide them, you turn one tribe against another tribe. And he's using all these empty-headed men who are to me, Owiny Dollo, for the position that you hold. You're heading one branch of one of the biggest branches of government. The main branch of government in Uganda happens to be the judiciary, Chief Justice of the Republic of Uganda. You come out and say there's a Baganda sect, Baganda youth in America. They put up placards. I should call these people wicked or very wicked. They stopped Oulanyah. We didn't get Oulanyah sick. We didn't get Oulanyah to go to hospital. But you're not even talking about the poison that is being alleged by your king. Your king in Acholi has come out on camera. And he has said it directly. He has said he does not believe that Oulanyah died of natural death.